and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyk Farm Outfitters. With the holidays behind us, our team is already looking ahead to the 2026 season. And to help you get ready, we're hosting our second annual expo at our location near Exeter, January 27th. The expo covers 8 topics that matter to your farm. We'll discuss fungicides in heavy disease environments, liquid systems for your planter and how to choose the right one, how Washington is viewing important ag topics, and much more. Don't forget to stick around afterwards for the happy hour. Check out BoykFarmOutfitters.com for more info, and we'll see you there.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OakStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
Oak Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with the bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G138852 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Different planets, man. Different worlds.
Yeah, some might call me uncultured swine.
No,
even people.
I would never call you that.
People here would call me that. I might be one of the worst people when it comes to pop culture. I just don't get into that stuff.
No, I think you're much cooler than a lot of people here. I think you are far more connected. It is 11:02 in Lincoln. 22 degrees on its way down to 16 overnight.
I'm not complaining still.
I am, because I just realized that I'm going to walk home.
That's tough.
And I did not bring a big coat.
That's extra tough.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. It's supposed to be 46 tomorrow, midday.
Well, I got the ultimate farmers talk, and the farmers will bring you down saying, hey, it's not a good thing that's been so nice and warm all the time. We need some snow.
You need some snow.
Yeah,
moisture.
Otherwise we're going to have a drought.
Moisture.
We did have some rain, which helped that one day where it rained for
farmers
2 days.
Don't need any more drought. They're going through it. There's supposed to be moisture Friday, with a 30% chance for snow.
Okay.
Most of the day lingering in that range. It's going to be 20 degrees, 30 degrees most of the day. So some of that could drop. So there's that space. But for the farmers, we're going to root for some moisture.
Yeah, they need those beans and corn. I don't think they're really playing anything else.
They need the moisture.
They do.
The land itself needs the moisture. You're talking about that. There's not enough moisture for it to even freeze.
Yeah.
So that's problematic. The recent hot news is that reports out of New York City is that they may have found their head coach.
Ooh, I did not see that.
Deal in the making that would bring Mr. Harbaugh to New York City. Schefter leads with this. John Harbaugh and the Giants are working to finalize an agreement to make him New York's next head football coach. Barring a setback, the deal is expected, multiple sources tell ESPN. Now, there's a lot of conversation about ideally what coach goes where and fits where, right? Who does what and when. We have no idea who goes in what door and stays. We don't know who goes in what room and hides. We don't know.
Probably speeds up the carousel though if this thing lands.
Well, I would.
As I mentioned, he was high on a lot of people's list, and if they can get John Harbaugh, they go to the next.
See, this is the thing. I don't know. If you told me that Mike Tomlin was high on your list, that makes sense. Winning season after winning season after winning season.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's a phenomenal head coach.
Like, if you tell me that Harbaugh's the guy, if you're Atlanta, how do you allow Harbaugh to slip through your fingers? If you're Atlanta, maybe for the market that's what you need. Maybe you need Mike Tomlin. Or any variety. You've had all the college coaches that start to flutter, and they talk about Freeman, whether Freeman would fit in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, then he locked down.
And Cignetti, after he wins Monday, his opportunity to maybe go back home.
Because he's from Pittsburgh?
Yeah. So I don't know, but then you get into the conversation of, because you've had college football success, does that naturally lead you to NFL success and vice versa? And I don't know. I think it's style of play, first of all. I think style of management. And then your coaching staff.
Yeah, that's where you and Jay Foreman, you harp on that a lot. You see a lot of people put coaches and players, especially players in college, of getting guys that have stars and talent, but they don't necessarily fit your system.
It is the dating life in full, right? That who the fan base wants, who the ownership wants, may not be what's best fit for the job or the talent that exists in that town. Because in all of these cases, even with bad football teams, there's some talent in the building. It might be mismanaged, underdeveloped, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In several cases, we heard of that Miami, and I'd love to hear Jake Sorensen's take on it. But the word is that there are whispers of another Schuler finding its way to Miami. That if you want young Shula, who's put in the coordinator work, so okay, fine. But head coach, not sure.
No,
you want what you want. So and I'm okay with people hiring who they want to hire, as long as you accept the consequence. as long as you do it with the reality that this might not work.
Well, a lot of these organizations, though, they turn around and they somehow make them the scapegoat all at the same time, despite being the guy that bring them in the door.
Well, so imagine that if you hire another coach, Shula, in Miami, that will appease some ticket holders, that will appease some sponsors.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will appease players, especially the players that you will need to be competitive in Miami in that division. Right? Because you're going to go face the New England Patriots. You're going to go face the Buffalo Bills. You're going to face the new look Jets, whoever they are and whatever version of it they decide to be. And then you got to beat teams in the AFC. And I don't know what that means.
I don't think the AFC is going to get worse anytime soon.
I don't know what the AFC is, quite frankly.
The one team I feel comfortable about possibly reloading is the Chiefs.
Well, that's just it.
But everybody else, I'm a little unsure.
The Chiefs were the AFC for a run, right? And I don't personally want to say that run ends. I just think it may be, it may be deterred. There may be a speed bump, a quick, hey man, go over here for a minute. The detour is real. But I'm not sure, are you willing to bet that Kansas City is not back, that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs aren't back top of the AFC next year?
No.
Right.
Definitely not. As long as Andy Reid and Mahomes.
They're closer to it.
Yeah.
They're closer to it than, right? If we said, who, if you had to pick a team to be in the Super Bowl next season from the AFC.
Yeah, I'm still going Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm.
Which sounds crazy, but I'm going to go reload on Chiefs.
I get it. Right? I get it. We will have a new Super Bowl champion. So for that part of the fan base, this is throw your confetti in the air. There will be a new king of professional football this season, right? You want everybody to have a legitimate shot. 2 years ago, if we said the Drake May and if we said the Patriots,
yeah, they're just hopping right back. That's not really a new champion, but it is in the terms you're talking about.
Well, but it's a new Patriots.
Yeah, Vrabel, for sure.
It's a new culture. If you said that the Denver Broncos were the number 1 seed, what?
That's exactly what it is.
What happened?
I think Raph even made that noise
when
he saw it officially.
What would a year ago, if you said the Broncos are the number 1 team, you'd say, what happened?
Yeah.
You'd ask, what happened?
Well, you go Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. You probably even talk about the Steelers before you talk about
what happened?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If you said in August that the Detroit Lions don't make the playoffs, really? We bought that 2 of the 4 teams who played in the NFC semifinals didn't make the playoffs. Commanders and Lions didn't make playoffs. And those were people that, hey, let those 2 teams play opening night. That's how good they thought that was going to be, right?
At least you guys got hurt.
Well, but I mean, here's what you just said is the answer to a lot of it. If you can't project injuries and duration of injuries and type of injuries, you are guessing. Look, I've been saying it from the top of the mountaintop. Stop buying into the belief that you can pick a championship winner simply. Well, no, you don't know what the injuries are going to be.
Well, even the Packers, that game versus the Bears, they're without third string center. So you end up fumbling the last snap of the game. You don't have Kraft. You don't have. You're just hurt in so many places.
Yeah.
That as much as I am on the Bears, we're in a good spot that they were as banged up as they were.
If we had said to you that it seemed that the Bears would be the number 2 seed and playing home this weekend, you would have come on. Don't mess with my heart.
Yeah.
Don't play with my heart.
I did the pinch yourself test a few times.
Where are you on the scale 1 to 10 of the likelihood, your belief that the Bears win this week?
10.
You're sure of that?
I'm going to go realistically, I'm going to go 7 or 6. I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
Is that also does that correlate to the depths of depression you will feel if they don't?
No, I don't think I'll fall into depression. I'll be sad that the ride is over, but I look at this Rams team who struggles in cold weather, who struggled I shouldn't say struggled. They're 5-4 on the road. Panthers are better than people thought. I'm not going to scoff at them for that being a close game. Panthers are legit. I thought, I wouldn't.
Well, they just beat them.
Exactly. That was it. They've lost to them before. So I'm not looking at that as the reason I feel better about the Bears. I think the Bears have some things going on. But if Williams can just make the simple throws, which ironically enough is things he struggles with, and they get the run game going. I like a cold weather game in Soldier Field where if you can get Swift and Monungai going, I feel a lot better about that. But Stafford's good enough to pick you apart if you're going to play that bend don't break defense. So it's going to be a battle, but it's not one I feel totally outclassed in.
Well, but the Rams don't have a good record going to cold weather Chicago for playoff games.
Stafford's 1-9 in his last 10.
No. I can go way back, bro. There have been some Rams. There's some Ram teams that went into Chicago, and it did not go well. It didn't go well at all. I mean, as a matter of fact, other than Washington, most teams didn't have good times going into Chicago for playoff games. Like that was a real run of that. There was an advantage at Soldier Field. It played as such, and that the teams that came from the West Coast, and that's generally what happened was East-West.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Bears were dominating the East, Western team, the Niners or the Rams would come to town, and oh boy, y'all cold? Is that what? Burr? Is that? So that's in play for all of it. And in talking about all of this week, I landed on this, that I was slightly disappointed that the Bears are the night game Sunday. Can I say that to you and have you understand that?
You and DeMornay Pierce-Snell both, huh?
Bro, what were they doing?
We broke the streaming record for games that are streamed.
What does that even mean?
They try to get the streaming games to get some numbers on it. The Bears Packers was the highest streamed NFL game so far.
That's Green Bay was involved.
Well, so were we. The best rivalry in NFL history.
Wow, you're really just reaching. Your arms must feel really long right about now.
I know. I got a positive wingspan.
Nobody agrees with you.
What are the other rivalries?
No.
Ravens Steelers. You gonna go with that one?
What?
I mean, if you're talking about
give me the greatest games ever played and tell me where Packers Bears fall into any of those conversations. Meaningful games.
Pick these three.
Give me meaningful games. Just
right.
give me a meaningful game.
All right, Bears Packers wild card round.
Wow, that's the reach.
Otherwise, it has not been great.
Not an NFC Championship.
You can throw the Jay Cutler Rodgers game.
You can't say anything with Jay Cutler was best ever.
Well,
nothing.
He got hurt. Heineke took over and they lost.
Nothing about Jay Cutler is best ever. Stop it. Give me the best quarterback matchup in the history of Packers Bears. Yeah. Okay. So there we, you don't
got to humble me that bad, DP.
Wow. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh
man.
Hey, it's my first year here. I'm new to the party. I'm not trying
you have to go, man. Walter Payton, did you beat anybody? Yeah, I beat Don Majkowski. That was
the Bears and Packers have done an interesting thing throughout history. It's like, hey, you guys take the next couple decades off. We'll run it. Well, then we'll take the next decade.
Decades.
It's really not like that, though.
Decades that we're in the Caleb Williams, Jordan Love era. And wow.
We have the better record so far.
Listen, I'm sorry. The Packers would be a little more meaningful. Played in quite a few more meaningful games, and so their omission from this from this weekend speaks volumes, sir. That fewer people are probably going to watch this thing that happened Sunday night in Chicago.
Man, I hope the numbers are great. Otherwise, that's going to be a painful conversation come Monday.
We can have the conversation right now because let me tell you, bro, there is nothing. Literally, this is what they decided to do, right? That if you put Buffalo and Denver on primetime Sunday,
yeah,
West Coast,
mm-hmm.
So West Coast,
yeah,
nighttime. That might be helpful. Niners, Seattle.
That's the one I thought they were
West
put in that
Coast.
Spot. Yeah.
Well, they gave that. That's 7. That's truly primetime.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
I am surprised they didn't go that route. That was our prediction. I know me and Nick Wyman talked about it.
I would have bet. So you took the two West Coast teams, and they're going to play Saturday. When you could have taken, I mean, Houston, New England, it's whatever. You're going to play out east. Okay, that's an early game.
Yep.
Give me that one. That's game one. Game two, San Francisco and Seattle. And then game one Sunday should have been Rams, Chicago. With the night game being Buffalo and Denver. I don't know what the experts were doing. I don't think I understand it.
Maybe they really like the Chicago Bears too, or what's the
Ram fans?
Like
Ram.
Are there a lot of them?
Are you betting that because of the population that LA fans are going to show up in huge numbers in streaming and watching?
I don't know. The Rams fans.
Will there be plane loads of Rams fans
No,
traveling?
No, absolutely not.
Right? Do you expect them to travel a la Nebraska to anywhere as the Rams? I don't think so.
No. They're going to hurt my argument more than the Chicago Bears would.
Yeah, I don't think it happens.
Seattle 49ers, if I am running the NFL, that's the right answer.
I mean,
because Seattle fans, they will go.
The
travel.
night
They're
game,
legit.
the night game for that one matches up, but it just struck me that put Denver in the late game so that people in Denver, I mean, it's 2 hours ahead in Denver.
Yeah.
It's still 4:00. It would be a 4:00 kickoff. What are you doing? It would be a 4:00 kickoff local time.
Let me ask you as the pro, what do you think the mindset was?
I have no idea. I have no idea. The Bears are going to kick off at 5:30 Central Time. So that game will kick off at 4:30 Denver time.
Yep, Mountain Time.
And that would work for a lot of people. Even the people who have to go to work on Monday.
Yeah, it's plenty early enough.
A 5:30? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's yeah. I want to understand, but I don't.
I want to shout out Go Big Red Captain. I know we're talking about the Packers Bears. He says 1986 game when Green Bay player Charles Martin was out there.
Wow.
I don't even remember Charles. Well, obviously I wasn't born yet, but
that is deep.
Oh, shout out to him. He went deep. He also said something about the fog game. He says, you remember? He says, of course you do.
That was that was the thing where a punter actually swung and missed he dropped the ball and missed it. He swung his leg and missed it.
What?
He missed it. I want to say that may have been one of the worst NFC title game offensive performances.
Understandably so.
They literally couldn't see.
What it looked like on the broadcast? You guys just watching fog?
Oh, you were just looking at fog.
That is crazy.
You were just looking at fog. It was spectacular. And
now I got to look at some pictures of this.
yeah, I mean, you can watch if you go to the stream of it. A big part of it, I want to say Hank Stram. I don't know why I want to say Hank Stram called that. That might have been like a Summerall Stram or something along those lines. And they were very much.
Holy smokes, this is tough.
Yeah, it was not easy.
I'll put that on the stream.
Yeah, it was not pleasant to watch. And
you can. I mean, these people are like just a few yards away.
Well, punters
from the wide receivers, and you can barely make the outline.
Punters like fog. The fog was worse than if had it been snow. Like it had it been a blizzard.
Yeah, I got pulled up on stream now. You see, the TV barely even picks up the one player.
Yeah, it's like it was brutal.
So you just fair catch everything and hope that they see you fair catch, or is it just a rule like, hey, everything's fair catch today?
I mean, because there's a back judge, right?
Yeah.
There's a back judge. But they called it, the greatest game that no one saw because because you were just trying to watch and trying to be a good fan, but no.
That kind of imagine
taking
your family, you spend all this money on tickets, and then you're like, oh boy. Especially if you got like a
I don't
nosebleed.
think I don't. But it was Chicago. I don't think they cared.
True.
I don't think they cared. As a matter of fact, I think they were celebrating the advantage.
So for the Eagles players who made their trip out there, they were sad.
Oh,
Yeah, that would suck.
Oh, yeah. I would think in watching it, they show, and again, that sideline, that from the field view is pretty spectacular. But then watching that, there were moments in it that even the camera people on the sideline couldn't track. And they have, so it was Vern Lundquist was one of the voices. I don't know who the other guy was. But they were talking about how difficult it was. And it was cold too. So,
so yeah, it's not gonna be warm that time of year.
Well, I mean that it was cold and the fog is sitting on top of it, and you're the Eagles, and the Eagles are wearing white, and that didn't help either. So yeah. But that's as meaningful a game.
They have an awesome quote here. They got Merrill Reese for the Philadelphia Eagles radio announcer. Famously said he couldn't see a thing and described the experience as futile and hopeless.
Yeah, I mean, because he's above.
Yeah,
if you've calling games from Soldier back then, you were up there, and not great sightlines at all. So there have been some great weather games. I mean, there's the Ice Bowl. There were some snow games. Of course, New England was renowned for bringing out the snow blower to clear space for the field goal try to win the game.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
No.
The Patriots were playing Colts, maybe.
What's the game dubbed, or is the moment dubbed? Anything?
It's Patriots snow game, and they had the story gets better because on the crew there was an ex-con who was working the snow machine.
Oh, they call it the 1982
snowplow game. And the guy took it on his own. He didn't even have orders. But during a break, he decided, hey, they're going to need this. So he literally goes out with the snowplow and clears space for the kicker to make the game-winning kick.
Yeah, he said the snowplow operator just cleared the field for the game-winning kick.
He was just like, okay, what are you going to do? I was already in jail. Like I've already been in jail. I've already been in jail. It's not really a thing. The Patriots did some things back in the day that was diabolical at a minimum.
I would like to know if that was like his snowblower, or if he talked to her, if he just saw the keys were in one.
No, he was there. He was on the crew.
Okay.
But
just made an executive decision.
He really did. He was just like, because it wasn't asked for.
I'm not even mad at him. That's awesome.
Oh, I mean, but if it was during the internet era, it would have broken the internet.
You know how many see the NFL's rigged storylines we would have got after?
Well, it was New England, so then you had the Tuck rule immediately following that, right? There are some things like there's some, and it usually were. I mean, the cities that were in snow cities in full. Minnesota, back when it played outdoors at the old Metro, there are stories of. So they're playing the Cowboys, and Tommy Kramer leads the Vikings. They're ahead. Roger Staubach throws, and it was the first Hail Mary that was called the Hail Mary.
What they called before? A deep pass?
Deep pass, desperation.
Okay, interesting.
But that was the first one that I could recall, and Textline can correct me, but it was the first one that I recall Hail Mary being used. And one of the things is that as the ball's in the air, Vikings fans are throwing beer bottles at the players. And Drew Pearson still catches the ball and goes in for touchdown. And I mean, they talked about the conspiracy aspect of that he pushed off. Right. And if you watch the play, he absolutely pushed off. But back then, that was just fair play. That was just fair play. But people lost their minds. oh my goodness, how do you do that? And the Vikings fans were not happy. And it was a game in Minneapolis. And so let me tell you, the beer bottles were flying. And a part of the process of why they went to plastic beer bottles in football stadiums. It used to be all glass beer bottles.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It used to be all glass, and they transitioned pretty quickly.
Man, some people really do just ruin everything.
Oh, there are those people. I mean, the Tuck rule ruined some things. The Immaculate Reception was the real formal birth of instant replay, because there was a rule that said that two offensive players could not touch the ball back to back on a pass. So what actually happened, and if you talk to Raider fans, conspiracy, this was really at the highest level. Bradshaw ducks another person, throws it down the field against the Raiders, and he's throwing it to one of their pass catching tailbacks, John Frenchie Fuqua.
Awesome name.
Oh yeah, John Frenchie. You know, and shout out to the Steelers back in the 70s. Their brothers had some really cool names. I mean, because Franco Harris had the French Italian Army.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they had some things. But I don't know if it was Tatum or Atkinson who the ball was thrown deep, and literally he breaks up the pass. And it's said that it hit Frenchie Fuqua's hands and then fluttered backwards towards the Steelers, and then out of nowhere, and as Myron Cope described, a night out of nowhere, a shining night out of nowhere, Franco Harris rides in, snatches the ball from the ground, and runs it 47 yards for a touchdown. And they went to review it because technically, one, they were reviewing whether the ball hit the ground, right? And it didn't. And great slow-mo work by the cameraman to catch Franco's hands around the ball, holding it off the turf while running full speed, mind you. And then catching it, pulling it in, getting from the middle of the field to the sideline, going up the sideline, scoring, and nobody knew what the result was going to be. So the officials go in, they go to the review, but it wasn't set up the way it is now. And it takes a while. Now imagine you're in Pittsburgh. This has just happened, and this is not what the Steelers became. This is when the Steelers were terrible and had finally gotten good. And then the officials at some point are going, you know, if we reverse this call, we're going to die. We're going to die. And they announced it so quickly. Up, play stands, Pittsburgh wins, and sprinted off the field. And John Madden is chasing the officials across the field. There's some really cool playoff like stuff that changed the way the game was played. We're down the rabbit hole. We might as well stay down there. We'll go to break. I'm going to let Harrison find some of these videos so it'll stretch his memory a little bit. But more late night when we come back.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyk Farm Outfitters. With the holidays behind us, our team is already looking ahead to the 2026 season. And to help you get ready, we're hosting our second annual expo at our location near Exeter, January 27th. The expo covers 8 topics that matter to your farm. We'll discuss fungicides in heavy disease environments, liquid systems for your planter and how to choose the right one, how Washington is viewing important ag topics, and much more. Don't forget to stick around afterwards for the happy hour. Check out BoykFarmOutfitters.com for more info, and we'll see you there.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their Contact Us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, you have to go through that stuff. So, a couple of things on the break. I take Harrison back to the Immaculate Reception.
Franco Harris is a dog. The timing of that play is unreal.
When you start to realize a couple of things. Again, this is the emergence of the Steelers being the Steelers. As a matter of fact, I don't even think that team won the Super Bowl. I think
what year was it?
I think they lost to the Raiders that year and then won it the next year. I'm not sure.
So that would have been 1972.
So they won that game, and then
they
finished 11-3. But I think they lost to the Steelers. I mean, to the Raiders.
Dallas Cowboys won it in 72. They defeated the Miami Dolphins 24-3.
So the Steelers lost to the Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they won. Wow.
Prime of the Roger Staubach days. Or maybe not the prime, but
and here's what's interesting, right? So Myron Cope is one of the NFL's elite play callers, sportscasters, play-by-play men of all time. A Pittsburgh woman, Sharon Lovosky, called Cope before his 11 o'clock sportscast that night and suggested that he call the name the Immaculate Reception based on the Immaculate Conception. And then coined by her then boyfriend, Michael Ord, during a celebration at a local bar after the two attended the game in person. Cope used the term on television that night, and the phrase stuck. The phrase was apparently meant to imply that the play was miraculous in nature. See Hail Mary pass for a similar turn. Now, it was my thinking, and again, before I get to it, it was my thought that the first time I could recall Hail Mary being used was that Cowboys Vikings one that I showed you, which, of course, when you could see snowballs and beer bottles flying while the play's going on, they say the expression goes back to the 1930s when it was used publicly by Notre Dame's broadcast team, which originally meant any sort of desperation play. A Hail Mary pass gradually came along to denote a low probability pass. Before that, it was called the alley-oop. Attempted on the end, usually at the half of the end of the play. But for more than 40 years, the term was largely confined to Notre Dame and Catholic universities. The term became widespread, Yahtzee, after the NFL playoff game between the Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings on December 28, 1975. When Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach, a devout Catholic, said about his game-winning touchdown pass to wide receiver Drew Pearson, I closed my eyes and said a Hail Mary.
that's fitting. The alley-oop beforehand is crazy. That's the fact they called it an alley-oop.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. There are a couple of other instances. Of course, Notre Dame through the 1930s. Notre Dame was playing Georgia Tech in a big time ball game. He said, according to sources, it was Noble Kaiser, a Presbyterian, who suggested praying before the first touchdown. which occurred on the 4th and goal play at Georgia Tech's 6-yard line during the second quarter. Quarterback Harry Stuhldrayer, another of the horsemen, threw a quick pass over the middle to Paul Kastner for the score. The ritual was repeated before a 3rd and goal play at Georgia Tech's 6-yard line in the 4th quarter. This time, Stuhldrayer ran for a touchdown, which sealed the win for Notre Dame. And after the game, when Kaiser exclaimed to Crowley, "Say that Hail Mary is the best play we got." You guys have rated that story many times. In 1935, in the game of the century between Ohio State and Notre Dame, Irish halfback Bill Shakespeare. Again, when your running back, when your star player's name is Bill Shakespeare,
you got a dog.
William Shakespeare, tailback. William Shakespeare, tailback for Notre Dame, found wide receiver Wayne Milner for a 19-yard game-winning touchdown. Notre Dame head coach Elmer Layton, who had played in the earlier Georgia Tech game, afterwards called it a Hail Mary play. Then it moved its way through. 1941 Orange Bowl, Mississippi State Bulldogs, and the Georgetown Hoyas. The Georgetown Hoyas are in the Orange Bowl. What are we doing?
Was that the peak Hoyas?
That
has to be. There's no way the Hoyas did more than that, did they?
Georgetown football now is not good. Not good. Not good. I think Carney would give them the work.
Yeah, I think them boys, them Lopes, I think they would too.
Man, that's tough.
That is great trivia.
The Georgetown Hoyas. The piece appeared in several newspapers, including the December 31st, 1940 Daytona Beach Morning Journal, Orange Bowl, Georgetown Hoyas put faith in Hail Mary pass. As the article explained, a Hail Mary pass in the talk of the Washington 11, that's brilliant, is one that is thrown with a prayer because the odds against completion are big. During an NBC broadcast, Roger Staubach talks about the Hail Mary in 1963. So the Hoyas, now I have to go all the way down the rabbit hole because now I need to know about the 1941 Orange Bowl.
If we're going down that route, I'm going to guess they're playing Stanford.
The 1941 Orange Bowl was between the Mississippi State at the time. Do you know what the mascot was for Mississippi State? It's currently the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Mississippi State.
The Maroons. The Maroons of Mississippi State. Yeah.
When did that change?
Playing against the Georgetown Hoyas. The Maroons finished second in the Southeastern Conference. As first place winner, Tennessee played in the Sugar Bowl. This was Mississippi State's first bowl game since 1937. Jim Daniels was set to punt the ball from his end zone when Hunter Corum blocked the punt, and John Tripson recovered the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. Billy Jefferson increased the lead with a 2-yard touchdown dive. A key play was called back, proved to be costly for the Hoyas. Georgetown quarterback Josh Kashlap hit Arthur Linsky for 46 yards to the Mississippi 4. It was called back due to the referee claiming Kashlap was not 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball, which was the rule at the time. Did you know that there was a 5-yard behind the line of scrimmage passing rule in college football?
No.
Sir, this is what we do at late night. This is, if you don't understand how spectacular, first of all, how many facts have we given out there? Are we just handing out facts?
Yeah, we do got Go Big Red Captain on here.
He's
then DP is rolling. Right
aren't
now.
we just handing out facts?
Oh, this is so good for trivia.
Bruh!
If you want to just go home and sound like a genius.
The Georgetown Hoyas finished the season at 8-1. The Mississippi State Maroons finished the season at 9-0-1. Now, mind you, they didn't lose a game and still came in second to Tennessee, which leads me to ask the next question. What were the rules?
Great question, DP.
What were the rules that an 8-0 and 8 did they have a tiebreaker? Did they tie each other? They went into listen, Mississippi State was ranked number 9 in the AP poll, Georgetown 13. They played this game back then in the Burdine Stadium in Miami, Florida. The attendance was 29,554. Mississippi State won the game despite only converting 8 first downs, 52 passing yards. Georgetown hurt itself. It had 229 yards of total offense, but it had 3 interceptions.
So in that timeline, it's just decided by writers, coaches, and then the Holgate system.
Again, all the way down.
1930 to 1950s was the Holgate system.
Bruh, this is so good.
I've never heard of the Holgate.
So good. Okay, you're gonna go and find the Holgate system. I'm gonna go and find the 5-yard behind the line of scrimmage passing rule. We also need to figure out over the break when they changed the name from the Mississippi State Maroons to Mississippi State Bulldogs. So good. Late Night in Lincoln. We'll be right back.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Fast plays, big swings, and momentum that shifts in an instant. On Sunday, January 18th, Love Nebraska takes on Love Atlanta at Baxter Arena in a matchup packed with energy and high-level competition. First serve is set for 5 p.m. with some of the best professional volleyball athletes in the world battling every point. Add in youth volleyball night for the local kids and club teams, and you have a can't-miss night in Omaha. Secure your seats and feel the intensity live at lovebneb.com/tickets.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. Final segment. Harrison, what'd you find out about this?
The Holgate system?
Yes.
So the Holgate system, it goes all the way back. Again, it's just the 1930s to 1950s, created by the statistician Deke Holgate, and it is the first time that they would a mathematical system giving more points for beating teams with strong records and factoring in schedule strength, a precursor to modern computer rankings.
Deke
Holgate.
Deke. Baller. Game changer. Attaboy Deke. Attaboy Deke.
Well, I wonder how good that mathematical system was.
Oh, man.
I mean, it good, but pretty decent at that point.
Hey, man, it was best thing going.
True.
Best thing going. We got the Hoyas breakdown of when they went. They played one other bowl game, played in the Sun Bowl in 1950, and then went up and down and up and down and up and down. Currently, they're in the subdivision. I sent some players from my Virginia school to play at Georgetown, and it's not a very good. They don't put much into it. As a matter of fact, and I hate to say this about Georgetown, but if Georgetown canceled football altogether, I wouldn't be surprised.
Which is crazy because Georgetown's in a great spot. You're also around some really good competition. I don't know that area
If you were going to play, so think about it this: George Mason does not have football. It has a club football team. Catholic plays down Division III. American does not have football.
Like, did they just get poached that bad by Penn State and some of the other big schools around them?
Well, you would think that the Catholic school in DC would keep some of the Catholic school high schools like DeMatha and Archbishop Carroll and that sort of thing. You keep some of those guys, but there is a Georgetown prep, and that was sort of a thing. But now Georgetown is a lacrosse school more than it's a crew. It's a crew. Oring. It's a crew school.
Huh.
Matter of fact, boats on the Potomac.
You wouldn't say basketball school anymore?
No, sadly.
When I was growing up, it was really good.
Sadly. Oh, no, I was there during the heyday.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's probably better than.
Well, the John Duran and then Patrick Ewing run.
Uh-huh.
But the 70s is when John Thompson took it over and John Bebe Doran. They did have Craig Shelton. They had Eric Sleepy Floyd, who had the long runs. Sleepy was amazing. But yeah, competition and money. Georgetown is there's just not a lot of room to build facilities. I mean, the center. So whenever I go back, I go see Barry's brother Edwin, who's the head baseball coach, and the baseball team doesn't have really good practice facilities.
You have some pictures on your social media.
Mm-hmm.
You were there.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's offered me positions, and I thought about it just for a variety of reasons, but wanting to be being a part of a Division I. I mean, they do very well against Creighton, so there's that.
Yeah, we struggled against them. So.
Well, Georgetown baseball does not. That's a thing in full,
and that's a loaded history school,
and they almost came here. So interesting story. We'll close out with this: that Barry Thompson's son Miles, great athlete, great kid, is now the social media director for Georgetown Athletics, basketball and baseball. He was in Nebraska Tuesday, when the Huskers played Creighton. And Creighton lost to beat Georgetown in overtime, 86-83. Georgetown's 9-8. Creighton's 11-7. Had Georgetown won, they'd be 10-7, and Creighton would be 10-8. So they're on the same level.
Okay.
But young Barry Thompson, Jr., Miles Thompson was in town.
Is that anything like Barry? They got a dude.
Oh, he won back-to-back. He won 3 consecutive Virginia State titles in football.
Yeah.
Sounds
about right.
Yeah, that dude got the scholarship offer to Penn. Smart kid too.
Yeah, he's doing all right for himself.
Yeah, he's doing well. So that'll do it. All the way down the rabbit hole. Didn't cover anything I planned to talk about today.
We got to learn about the Holgate system, though.
We learned that Georgetown football used to be a thing.
Orange Bowl, 1941.
And the Fighting Maroons of Mississippi State. Hail Mary.
Just basic ball knowledge.
The origin, and that maybe we have to reconsider that Franco Harris's play on the Immaculate Reception may be the single greatest football play we've ever seen.
It's worth an argument.
We need to have that conversation.
It really is.
Fair? That
play's incredible.
That play, we may need to do. We'll revisit that tomorrow. Y'all be good.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, to brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying, let's sit around the table, let's drop some plans, let's put numbers together, let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hey there, this is Paul